Finally, time to watch some Instagram reels. Doo. Oh god. Oh god. No! Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ivy, your lovely spider host. And most definitely, ever since this kinda, how would I put it? The My Little Pony creepypastas have come back, to put it simply. And, I've caved and gone back to my horse girl phase. And I say that jokingly because I was a horse girl when I was a kid. Like, I loved horses. And My Little Pony, like, Generation 3 and 4 was, like, my jammy jam. So, I'm just revisiting it and making my childhood self happy and redesigning ponies. I actually didn't know how to draw ponies, and I surprised myself because I could actually draw them. But on another note, yeah. I just generally thought I'd never revisit this phase, but I'm revisiting it because it's been all over my For You page in the My Little Pony infection 80s. So, yeah, let's get into it. So to start, I started with my favorite pony from Generation 3 and 4 because I loved Pinkie Pie. For some reason, I don't know, I really just liked Pinkie Pie because I thought she was cute. And as a girl, I was just like, oh, she's pink, you know, she's excitable, she excite. The little yippy creature in my mind just really enjoyed her. I particularly was just going through and sketching all of them and stuff. Mainly because I wanted to get through all the sketches and all that. I actually had a lot of fun with the Applejack because it took me some time to figure out how I wanted to pose her. But Applejack, specifically has the Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, like, braided pigtails, and I thought that was cute because it's a little country bumpkin signature, you know? Rarity, I had some trouble with because I wanted to do like a different hairstyle, and I was just like, I don't want to do like the same hairstyle. So I kind of like gave her like a little bun and some ringlet curls coming down from the bun, if that makes sense. But kept like her main signature bang, and yeah, I thought that was a little cuter. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just thinking like her mom kind of has that updo, and I was like, I think she would really like a little updo. Rainbow Dash, I had particularly had a vision in my mind. I wanted a little bit of like some white in her hair, mainly because I thought that'd be kind of cool and give it like a cloud vibe and stuff. And I kind of made the cutie marks a little more accentuated. Specifically with Fluttershy, I had a lot of fun because I wanted to base her off of the Breezies from what is it, Generation 3, because I know they're in Generation 4, but I didn't really like their design in Generation 4, so I designed them from Generation 3, so she's kind of like a full-sized pony and stuff, and she's still cute. But yeah, with Twilight, I specifically kept the alicorn part in mind because she eventually turns into an alicorn in G4, and I wanted to kind of spiffy up her design a bit, make sure that it felt more regal in a sense, but she's still her cute nerdy self. Now I get on to line art, and I made Pinkie's wings a little smaller because I can imagine that she's more of an earth pony, mainly because she can't fly with her wings because they're too tiny. So she uses balloons to float, and she uses her wings to kind of float her in a specific direction, so she flaps her little wings when she's floating with a balloon, because I thought that would be cute. And I had a lot of fun with her design, and she ended up being uber duper cute. And I just really enjoyed drawing her and stuff. It was really fun. And as you can see, her cutie mark's very nice and neat because I wanted to add confetti and not just the balloons. I also had a lot of toys of her when I was a kid, specifically like the G3 toys of her. She was my favorite in G3. I don't know why. I don't remember watching G3, but I definitely remember having a ton of the toys, so I definitely watched it. Applejack more than likely is my favorite design because I worked really hard on it. I gave her like a stronger build and she's more Clydesdale-like, if that makes sense. I kind of had to keep specific breeds in mind when it comes to horses because, you know, I'm stinky, I'm a horse girl, I'm revisiting this phase, so why not do it in full force? I was really happy with how she turned out because I wanted to give her little specks of green to kind of, you know, hint back to her pair heritage, the pair family heritage, you know. I would think like the bandana's like her mom's or something, so little stuff like that. And I thought this was really cute. I liked the hat, I liked the country bumpkin pigtails, and the braids, because the braids are nice, you know, just little stuff like that. I thought it was neat. And I like the fur hoovesies for some reason, so I added little fur tufts on the hooves. I don't know why I did that for literally all of them, but I did. And with Rarity, I was gonna make sure she had her ringlet curls because that's kind of important to her design. So I gave her like a thinner build and she's more elegant, like a unicorn. And I did do the tails for the unicorn like differently, but I still kept like, they're not like tapered off, like, how to put it, they're not super thin towards the ends and there's not a whole lot of mane. Like I kept like the mane like a main focus as I jokes and anyways, and I wanted to give her a little bracelet that's Spike meter or something, you know, just a little gift from Spike. And I had a lot of fun doing the magic because eventually you'll see that I spiffy up the magic a little bit and it looks nicer. Yeah, so I was really happy with the magic and stuff, and I made her cutie mark a little more adorable and added the little needle and thread to kind of imply that she's a fashion designer and stuff. And I was really happy with how the mane turned out. I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know if it would look good or not, but yeah. And most definitely I was really proud of this design. So when we go to Rainbow Dash, I was having a little, I don't know, I wouldn't say trouble. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this because I was most definitely trying to figure out how I wanted to color her in the first and foremost because it was, I don't know, I wouldn't say it was difficult. I was just saying, like, I was just trying to plan it out a little, plan it out mentally. So I wanted definitely like a white parts on her hair and kind of like the cue back to her cutie mark, and then also like lighter parts of blue because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. And little band-aids, little bandages because she probably, you know, I wouldn't say she crashes into things, but she, you know, she gets bumps and bruises. She runs a lot, she flies a lot, she might ever so often bump into a tree or hit something, get a little scratch or something. And I give her goggles because, you know, if you're going super fast in the sky, you don't want to run into a bug and get it in your eye. So, yeah, I just gave her little goggles and stuff, and I think she turned out really cute. And then with Fluttershy, like I said, she's a breezy, but like a G3 breezy, if that makes sense. So, like, they're full size, they're not tiny, and like really proportioned. And I was really happy with how she turned out because I thought she was really cute, and I still wanted, like, since like Pinkie is still considered like kind of earth pony-ish because she can't technically fly even though she's a Pegasus, I still wanted to kind of cue back to Fluttershy being some sort of a flying pony and stuff, and I thought having little butterfly wings or like little fairy wings would be a cute little addition. And I was really happy with how she turned out, and I gave her little fine jewelry and stuff, and of course I gave her a thinner build because she's candidly, like, as a child, she had a thinner build and stuff, and so I wanted to kind of key back to that. So she's tiny and frail, and I love her. And she's one of my favorites. I also did the background on these. Like, I just stole a background from the My Little Pony show because I was too lazy to do a background. I was having trouble with Twilight's mane and stuff because it's like, how the heck am I gonna do this mane? And I knew from the start I was gonna key back to like the time of day, like Twilight, because it's her name. And I was gonna kind of add that little feature where it's like in between. It's like the time after sunset, so it's like, you know, a little like starry out and there's still a little bit of light out, but kind of like that kind of vibe, just like with her mane and stuff, and a little bit with her cutie mark. And that's mainly what I wanted to do because I thought it'd be pretty, and eventually get rid of the stars on her, mainly because I had stars in the hair and I wanted to make them more subtle, because like just straight up white stars on her cutie mark and stuff would be a little too obvious because it's in her hair and it'd be a little too overwhelming, so I made like little blue stars so it's a little less obvious and it looked a lot better. I also thought, like, I feel like if she was, like, you know, after it was season 3, like, the first episode of season 4, where she turned into an alicorn, but, I feel like her cutie mark would kind of have a little more significance where, like, it changes a little bit, and it looks more fancy and alicornified, if that makes any sense. So she looks a lot more elegant and pretty, and, yeah. So that's all of them. I was really happy with these designs, and I hope you enjoyed me visiting my horse girl phase, because we all know that that's a wonderful phase that most children go through. I eventually come to regret later, because, dear God, I don't regret it, it's just, I cringe a little bit at myself, because, you know, as my friend Lynx once said, you probably smell like a horse girl's belly button. I'm like, dude, I was a horse girl. And then they were like, oh dear God, I've just roasted the hell out of you. And I'm like, yeah. I just cringe a little bit at my past self because, holy crap, I was a cringy kid. I'm still cringy today, and I'm probably gonna cringe at myself later, but that's okay. I got to end this on my actual recording setup, so I'm just doing this on my iPad, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!